Yo, girls and guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's your friendly neighborhood weirdo, here to entertain the masses yet again. For free. It's one of the greatest games ever made. Highly underrated and undertried by people who probably would have enjoyed this one. I didn't even press that second A button. That came out from the controller deflecting the button back up or some shit. Maybe my fingers just move so fast sometimes, you know? I don't even know what they're doing. I'm kind of vibing with some Mario for some reason. Let's do some fucking Dark Samus, though. Samus. So we're hopping in a little chill commentary. Talk about some serious things, and then we're gonna chill out and play some games. Uh-oh, if this keeps up, I'm gonna be a Dark Samus main all of a sudden. Isn't there, like, almost no difference between these characters? Oh my god! I can't wait for Rivals 2, man. That shit is gonna be... It's almost gonna be as good as a new Smash Bros. It's literally almost... Oh my god! Whoa, he's got a good recovery. If I would have known that, I might have been able to finish the stock. But that was almost like a Mewtwo King level play. Oh, I'm feeling good. Ooh! Dude, you can, if you're good on the box, you can fucking style in the air with this character like she's fucking Jigglypuff in Melee or some shit. Ooh! Are you kidding me? Oh my god, look at the recovery on that thing. Oh, that was a nasty stock. I feel like every time I play this game, there's like a secret me that's like insanely good at it for some reason, even though I haven't really played this game that much. So it's almost like I invent those like pro level combos just on the fly. I didn't go lab them. I didn't watch videos for it. I just like do it. So yeah, I've been doing really good lately. Unfortunately, people around me are crumbling, and that's why I got to talk about it, because this happened to me in my past a while back, and I just assumed it was like, well, these people aren't my family members, these are just like friends and shit, so maybe it was doomed to happen. But the more I go along, it's like, you start to realize, like, all relationships are doomed to crumble, and most of them are farther gone than you think. And certain people are just like, have completely betrayed you in their mind, and they just offer nothing to you on a daily basis. And they expect the world of you, and they offer absolutely no support. The only thing they'll say is like you won't see them for like a week, and then they're around, and you're like hoping the family's gonna have a good day, and then the only thing they do is look down at their fucking phone and go in their brain, and they ignore you, and then they say one mean thing and they walk away. It's like the douchiest thing you could do to somebody. But I'm just noticing it more and more. It's like if you think you can live a peaceful life surrounded by people, you'll realize more and more that you can't escape the judgment of the Satan cult. You can't escape the judgment of the 7 billion people who are afraid of life and death, and they embody that fear by judging and insulting others throughout their entire lives. And it's, it's unfortunate that that's the truth, and that's the truth that mostly goes ignored by people, but it becomes very serious when it's affecting your health and your happiness, and people just don't prepare you for it at all. It's funny, because this shit always happens whenever I'm improving my life. Like, back when I was making music, my family was falling apart to drugs and to being assholes to each other and not helping each other. The last 2 years, I really haven't made many commentaries even remotely like this, because even though my family has their problems, I did my best the last 2 years to do a lot of good things for them, cook them a lot of healthy meals, clean up as much as I could, you know, do more than my fair share all around. And then for some reason, there's always just somebody, one of them or all of them are looming around the corner to turn into douchebags. Just say like the most insulting fucking bullshit they can towards you for no reason. Start massive fights and then find a way to blame them on you. I could just go on and on. And it's funny because the more I go along, I'm becoming more reasonable. I'm more of an adult, much more patient, much more loving, much more forgiving, and none of it matters at all. What do? I wake up, I pet the dog, I make a smoothie for the family, I do some extra dishes. What do these people do? They wake up, they check their phone, they go in the basement and work on their own physique, they go look for their own cigarette, they go, you know what I mean? Or just cut from different cloths, I guess. And you'll find that these people will get some sort of superiority complex over you, as if they get to determine what's good and bad in your life whilst not contributing anything good, you know what I mean? And then sometimes the people who do contribute some good stuff just keep falling back into old patterns of treating you like shit, so it doesn't really matter if they contributed good stuff, because the sour feeling they leave in your life just makes you want to kill them, unfortunately. It makes you so fucking... You can't even have a happy day for the next week because they're so evil and so far gone. You'll find... I'm just warning you guys, you know, these aren't specific attacks on anyone. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just happy that I'm smart enough now to just know that I don't need any of these people to be alive, and that I'm a strong man myself, and that's all that matters, you know? I wasn't in this place 7 years ago. I might have not gained money, or I didn't gain power, I didn't gain my past back or anything. And what I gained was some mental fortitude and some belief in myself and life, you know? And apparently that's the greatest gift I've ever had in my life, because I've never felt better. I haven't even treated myself good the last 5 years, but I've never felt stronger, I've never felt better. In my entire life. And that's including times where I was like a workout freak, where I worked out more than anyone. That was including times where I was working a job like crazy, 60 plus hours a week for scrap ass pay. You know what I mean? You name it. All the traditional areas where people act like you're going to work really hard and it's going to pay off for you, douchebag. No, they just want you to work really hard at a shit job so you can join, so they can, you know, find something else to pick on you for. They don't even care if you do live up to their standards of what they believe every American and what every adult should be. They don't care about that. That's just a front. They just want to hate you. They're a bunch of Kenny fucking Gigsteads out there with a maniacal fucking smile behind their evil fucking face. Stoic ass face. Ready to pick on you behind your back like a fucking douche. And it's really weird, because you'll see this out of your fucking mom, you'll see this out of your siblings, you'll see this out of your nieces and nephews, you'll see this type of behavior out of everyone, even the people you don't even expect it from. Dad's masturbating over in a corner in the fucking kitchen, you know what I mean? Like, Dad, I'm trying to make you a smoothie. Do I really need to deal with you fucking masturbating over in a corner? You fucking weirdo. Like, you can't just wait 3 fucking minutes until I'm out of the kitchen to fucking masturbate? And, you know, and that's the guy I respect the most. You know what I mean? Does that get my point across? That the guy I like the most and the one I think that held it together the best despite the odds was him. The one who's treated me like shit the fewest possible times he ever could, and he forgave me the quickest, and he gave me so many gifts when we did have a bad problem, and you know what I mean? So, despite the fact that he's been pretty much useless for the last 10 years, I'll give him infinite credit, basically, for the rest of his life, just because he's treated me so much to a such higher degree. You know, I'm his buddy. I'm his friend. I'm a man he helped bring into this planet, and even with us both being selfish at times, he's still found a way. You know what I mean? I don't have other people like that. The other people betray me, call me creepy fucking names, expect the world of me, but they won't even throw me a bone here and there. You know what I mean? People whispering in your ear one day that they're gonna marry you, and then the next day They just completely, you see that they were completely evil, you know what I mean? They're not only were they closet cheating, they were acting as if they were the best person for you, and you know what I mean? It's just like the creepiest shit you see people do and get away with. And that's what I'm making this commentary about, is because I don't think you should let people get away with bullshit. You know, I don't care what it takes. Get yourself away from them, steal from them, fucking punch them in the face and go to jail for a while. I don't know. Whatever you gotta do, don't take that shit, because that shit ends up sitting in your soul and making you hate life. That's my message to you guys. You even if they think it was an innocent comment that they said, no, you've douched me 7,000 billion times. We're done with it. You know, every time you douche me, you're taking a piece of my soul, and guess what? I'm gonna rip off some shit from your stupid ass fucking collection, douche. You know what I mean? That's where we've gotten to. It has to get to that point. I'm not a stealer. I barely stole anything in my entire fucking life. I've given away so many stuff. So many good things, you know? I get a new speaker, $30 speaker. I had been working at the time. Gave it to my nephew because I wanted to see him happy, and, you know, he needed a speaker. Yeah, I loved that little speaker. It was like a $35 Amazon speaker. It was fucking sick. Had a USB charging battery so you could charge other things in it. He probably didn't even treasure it, you know. But that's all good. Back then, the kid he was, I wanted to give it to him because he was a cool kid, you know what I mean? And I knew he would make some use of it at the time. Or whether or not he turned out how I thought he would, I don't really know, but all signs are pointing to absolutely not, though. It's all good. He's still one of the best people I've ever met. It's just, I just see a lot. It's in my family. It's in other people's families. The women I've dated. There's just this always these fucking expectations, but then there's no love generation. You know what I mean? So we're expecting people to make money, and we're expecting them to sacrifice, but we're not helping them. We don't care about the family meals. We don't care about cleaning up together or cleaning up your older parents' things to make things easier for them because you know they're aging. We don't care about making regular meetings often to make sure that that rapport and that connection is still there. We don't care about developing new habits and hobbies together that will make everyone happy. There's no compromise. It's do what I do or do not be around me in my life. I could go on and on. There's just so many logical, weird fallacies that just hypocritical bullshit. Like I said, I've seen it from everyone. And this isn't a time of my life where, like I said, I'm doing fucking good, man. I can quit any fucking addiction. I can become anyone I fucking want right now. I feel better than I've ever felt my entire life. It's just, the only thing hampering me down is these other people, you know what I mean? And none of these people make me, for example, none of these people make me smoothies. None of these people have went in the kitchen and blended me up even one whole smoothie in their entire lives. And I've blended them up 1,000, probably to 2,000 plus smoothies. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I'd be okay doing it for the rest of my life. But the point is, you can see that there's a disparity there. You know what I mean? And these same people are, guess what, judging me, saying overly critical things about my life when they're the fuck-ups, you know what I mean? They're spending all their money on garbage, they're spending all their money on drugs, and then you're judging me, you know what I mean? A guy who, like, lives off of, like, I live off of, like, $200 a year, and I'm still getting judged, you know what I mean? Like, we're at that point. And when I did have enough money to share, I did share, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying here. It doesn't make any sense. They'll never see it from your perspective. Even if you did everything that would disprove their thoughts about you wrong, they still wouldn't give you a chance. Meanwhile, if they did those good things for you, you would think the world of them, even though they really don't deserve it because it took them fucking forever to hand over 1% of their massive fortunes, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, they'll, like, deck that fortune, they'll, like, burn that money for some, like, random girl that doesn't give a fuck about your life. They wouldn't care, they wouldn't drop a day if you died, you know what I mean? They'll spend money on somebody who wouldn't lose a wink of sleep over your death, but they'll watch somebody who they know cared about them their entire life. They'll watch that person sit there and suffer because of being stubborn and evil, you know what I mean? And I could go on, but that's just the type of shit I've been dealing with. I've been alluding to this for a long time, but like I said, I think I said it like in the last like 10 commentaries I've talked about this type of shit in the last like year. Eventually the straw breaks the camel's back and I'm fucking done, you know what I mean? Like, I'm leaving you, bitch. You're never gonna talk to me again. I gave you massive good love for a long time, dealt with your bullshit, and you still fucked it up. I'm leaving you. We're not friends ever again. That's okay. I didn't want it to be that way. I don't like it, but I'm strong enough to do it. You know what I mean? And that's eventually where you get to. It's like, oh, you're gonna douche me one more day? Well, no, I will not do that thing you just passively aggressively commented towards me. I'll continue doing the thing that's keeping my dogs alive and keeping them happy, and you can go fuck off and get out of my life. You know what I mean? And I'm going to take some shit from you before you go because of the mental stress you try to accrue into my life, but you won't fucking do anything to help me get rid of it. You know what I mean? And this is funny because I've already gotten to nice, detailed, in-depth conversations with these people to tell them that these are massive problems that they do, and then they still go and do them, and you see them not doing them with other people. You can hear them and see them not doing it towards other people. So you know that at that point you know what I mean? What they want to do is they want to try to... There's this weird human savage mentality that wants to try to nitpick on a brain of somebody who is inevitably attached to you in life, and they try to nitpick at you to the point where you're either driven crazy, or you turn into like a murderer, or you turn into someone who does something illegal, or you turn into somebody who copes with drugs. It's this weird nitpicking thing that people do. It's just a picture as your mom like she's got a cigarette in one hand and she's like sketchily driving a car on a highway, and your brother's being a douche to you, and she's like reaching her hand desperately back to pinch anything she fucking can in the back of the car because she's that much of an evil bitch, you know what I mean? Like, that's basically a metaphor for how almost everyone in life will inevitably treat you, even if you are above that and you are one of the 0.0001%ers, you know? Anyways, that's the bullshit I've been going through. Like I said, I've been having a damn good one, listening to a lot of music, doing a lot of good things with my life, making a lot of cool raps. My usual stuff. I can't really tell you why these people are doing that. Like I said, I think they were all mentally connected to me so bad, and they couldn't make anything work, you know? We should have been a family of fitness enthusiasts. We should have been a family that stuck together from our college days. We should have been a lot of things. And I was the progenitor of love. I was the one person who that could have happened with, and now I think that all these people have forsaken our family so hard that they just have something has mentally deteriorated for them. That just hasn't happened to me, quite yet, I guess. But yeah, that's the weird type of bullshit I've been going through, and otherwise, everything perfect with me. I don't know what's up with these people. Like, I'll be walking in the kitchen to, like, grab a pancake, and they'll say something mean to me for no fucking reason, you know what I mean? Like, there was no prior interaction in that day or that week, and I'm walking in the kitchen to grab a pancake, and I mess nothing, I didn't do nothing bad, and that's all I receive is judgmental douchebag comments. It's like I said, it's they really want you to fist fight them and go to jail. Like, they want to beat you in that sort of way where you do something illegal, and they're acting like they're smiling through their teeth and acting like they love you, but they wouldn't give a fuck if they made you so mad that you wanted to kill yourself. They really don't care. And that's what I've been realizing more and more, and you want to see some common behaviors out of these people. Sometimes they act like they love you and then they ditch you. Sometimes they promise you things and they don't do it. Sometimes they get your hopes up about a family pact or a business or an agreement, and then they don't fulfill. And they actually actively go the opposite way as hard as they can. You name it. I could go on and on. There's so many obvious telltale signs that people just ignore. I've ignored them. I've ignored them up to this year even. I'm just done with it. So that's what I said. Just fucking get yours. Try to stay out of fucking jail, but don't let these people beat you down, Take from them and take from them and take from them. If you're willing to give and give and give for so many years and they just keep douching and taking, don't be afraid to just steal once in a while, It's yours. Spit in their fucking food. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Go up to their shelf of their food and take their most delicious thing and spit in their other food and go rub your cock on their fucking monitor or some shit. Like, these people are fucking douchebags. I would never want to do that to someone, those types of things to people, and I never have in my life. But they've gotten me to the point where I'm seeing that subtle subterfuge is the only fucking... The Cold War tactic of attacking behind the scenes is the only way to even have a defense against these evil mongrels. They just have no personality, they got no charisma, you can't talk about anything with them. If you ever talk to them, they just... The same repetitious dogma that's been coming out of their mouth for the last 5 years is just more heavily ingrained than it ever was. So get yours. That's my message, you know. Get yours. Don't let them win, because they're trying to get it to the point where you'll throw away your life just to fucking hurt them. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's what the girls want. That's what the guys want. That's what your siblings want. That's what some of your parents might even want. It's really that fucked up. They do all that before having one family meal with you, you know what I mean? All that. They'll take your dishes that are 90% clean and that are in their way slightly, and instead of being a nice person and throwing them in the dishwasher for you quick, they'll put them into some mucky ass bullshit your mom left there from last week with a bunch of mold in it and shit. And then blame it on you later on that you didn't. They're that fucking despicable. They all want to get punched in the face really fucking bad. They, you know, every one of them. Some of them will judge people who do drugs, but they are the drugs. They're worse. They're worse than any drug you're ever gonna meet. It's just these people aren't funny. They aren't interesting. They don't say anything of value. They don't fight for the good of mankind. They're not generous at all. They're the most scum-sucking, butt-sucking, buy a bunch of shit for themselves and then share none of it with people type of fucking douchebags. Buy something, they act like it's for the family, and then they take it for themselves. You name it, I could go on and on and on and on. I shouldn't be able to do that. I'm a nice guy who just carries people on video games. I try my fucking best for people. I make people food every fucking day of my life. I do their dishes every day. I take their nasty garbage down that they put holes in every fucking day. You know what I mean? I could go on. And I would do more, too, is the thing. I would do a lot more. It's just these people are fucking weird. Like, the fact that my family has this nice country home, but we don't, like, have a micro-greenery, and we don't produce any healthy things for each other, and we don't try for each other. That just shows you right there. We don't play ping pong with each other. We don't make a space for the family to be happy. Nobody wants to do anything together. Nobody wants to play an instrument or try anything new. Learn a language together. They don't do anything. It's a fucking joke. I could sit in my room and masturbate for 8 hours a day, and then with the rest of my time still be more of a human being than these people have in their entire fucking lives. That's why you don't trust people with no college degree. You don't trust people with no good-ass job. You don't trust people who looked good when they were young because they were a pretty person. No. They're all doomed to be saggy, sad old fucks. And most of them will act like it well before they ever should. They're like a 25-year-old acting like a miserable fucking 88-year-old. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. Meanwhile, I'm over here playing one of the greatest games ever made with a smile on my face, having a good time, and their sole purpose is just to poo-poo on your life, you know? So, like I said, take a fucking risk, steal some shit from them, spit in their shit, you know, whatever. They don't give a fuck about you, and they ain't never gonna lift a damn finger for you. And if they ever did, they'll bitch about it, or they'll give you some sass or some shit attitude that just shows you how fucking disgusting they are. They'll try for things that make them look good in the eyes of the other family members, but then on the low, you notice on a daily basis, they're not really there for you. You watch their dog for hundreds of hours, and then they judge you for watching your dog not good enough. Like the people are the douchiest fucks ever. They're trying to get punched in the fucking face really bad. They want to try to get that evil out of you. Even if you're a great person, they're trying to drive that great person towards insanity and unhappiness. Like them. That's how these people cope through life. Like, I cope through life with honesty and truth and purity, and these people cope through with douchebaggery. I'm gonna tell mom on you because I pissed you off like a douche. I started this fight with you because I was an annoying little twerp, and I'm gonna also get you in trouble too. Like, that's the type of fucking weird fucks you'll run into. I'm gonna bash you in the head with a golf club, and then never do anything to make up for it, and fuck you. And yes, those are all real examples from my life. During times where I was treating my family great and didn't deserve any of that bullshit. Anyways, like I said, steal some things, whatever you gotta do, because they're not gonna give you what you deserve, and they're not even gonna give you a fraction of what you deserve. Steal some things, spit on their cock, spit on their fucking asshole, punch them in the face. They like it rough. They want to fight. They're all fighters deep down, super mad at life. Little bitches who want to dance on you when you're practicing, and then when you're playing truly competitive matches, get mad when you dance on them. That's how they do. You're there to help them improve, and they dance on you. And then when you're having a real competitive match, they get super mad if you dance on them. That's the life, you know. That's literally how people are. You were there for the sole purpose of helping them get better, and they were there to get mad at you, basically. To fulfill their little ego bullshit and to get mad at you. You can always tell they won't be fighting that same good old fight anymore either, you know. These are people who love to move on. They're not even good at moving on, so they trash everything in their past. But they love to keep trying to move on, and they're just trying to escape life. They think in their head if they find some new era for themselves that they're gonna escape their death, and that's not how it works. And then they don't realize in the process they've abandoned everything that actually loved them, you know? And I could go on, but that's the type of shit that I deal with. I can't say any words in front of my family, otherwise they get super butthurt and they start talking over me and running away, so I don't talk to them. They're all fucking pussies. I got like one family member, and you know what I mean? He's an old man. Everyone else is a fucking floppy magoo. Super unhelpful, super selfish, you name it. Yeah, I'm pretty much just done with it though. I don't really even know anymore. The last couple of weeks were like my last shot, you know. I gave them one more shot, and they just keep doing drugs, and they keep being douchebags, so. Drugs and douchebags, the DDs. All my girlfriends with the double Ds. Yeah, that's a little bit about my life. I'm going to be hopping back into my Vigi games and having a good one. This Dark Samus is already super fun. I can tell I'm going to have a good session here. So we're going to be playing a lot of games, doing a lot of the things I've always planned. My life's going fucking absolutely phenomenal, especially the last few weeks. I feel like a resurgence of myself, and that's good. Yeah, I'll probably just do my solo dolo thing for almost the rest of my life, you know? Never feel like you need to rush to be somebody to try to, like, get a girl or to get the approval of your family, you know what I mean? The best way to do it is that long, slow drip, you know what I mean? I mean, look at Post Malone, look at Chris Farley, look at, Bernie Mac even. Look at, like, all these people who got their success too early in life and then rushed their life and something really bad happened to them. You know what I mean? You don't need that level. You don't need that level. That's nothing. Life is fucking temporary. You know what I mean? Don't worry about people who are masters of things. It really doesn't matter. Life is temporary. That's an illusion. Life is the long haul. You could start playing piano when you're 65 and make one of the greatest songs ever made by the time you're 67. Like, it's really like that. There's no, like... The rules that people establish and the tips and the goals they set and act like are so purposeful. It's really not like that. A lot of these people who act like they're so successful are just like piggybacking off their parents, or like piggybacking off the success of their lineage, or piggybacking off the success of their company that they're a part of. You know what I mean? They're really not that amazing. Like, Kendrick Lamar without all those sick beats is just another guy I don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? And look at, people really don't give much of a fuck about him anymore. And this was a guy who was like a fucking prophet from the year like 2010 to the year 2017, was basically a fucking prophet. You know what I mean? Everyone, was anyone loved the dude. Where is he now? He's just some poor guy getting sucked dry by some dumb bitch, probably. You know what I mean? Making subpar music that's below his standards. Barely hanging in there. I don't ever want to listen to his music again, you know? If you can't rewind time and give me fucking old Absol and old Kendrick Lamar, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how good you think this new shit is. Studio produced garbage. I could cycle back to some old album and it would give me massive vibes compared to any new song, you know what I mean? And I wish the best for, you know, I was the biggest fan for the longest time. I'm not hating the guy, I'm just saying. It happened Post Malone, too. It happened to everyone. 50 Cent. You can literally name every person because it happens to everyone. So that's my point. You don't need to fulfill these other people's time goals and their stupid fucking standards. It means nothing. The reality is, if they don't want to create a business with you today, they don't want to start a goal with you today, they don't want to make a gym with you today, they don't want to make a business with you today, they don't want to make a YouTube channel with you today, they don't want to live with you today, what's to stop them from turning their back once you do fulfill their goals and their requirements of their douchebag order, you know what I mean? And that's what I've realized the more and more I go throughout my life. I'm just glad because these people have douched me so many times that it just basically gives me permission to be a sicko savage towards them. Like, I basically just say anything to them and not even feel bad because they're so evil. You know what I mean? Not going to your funeral, I don't give a fuck about you, you know what I mean? And that's coming from a guy with the most love in the family, the most love I've ever seen anyone have, it's me, you know? It always boils back down to me, you know? Who was the best Halo player in school? That was me. Who was the best Smash Bros. Player? That was me. Who was the guy who taught all of his friends how to be good and always gave him a chance and always let them beat him with the trash on my team? Always kept playing, brought over his controllers and shared his controllers. Who was that guy? That was me. The poor fat kid, you know what I mean? I was the good one. Who was the guy with the poor family who brought over like expensive ass potato wedges from the deli that were super fucking delicious and super expensive, and even though I was fat as fuck and I wanted to eat all of them, I still shared a bunch of them with my friends. Who's that guy? That's me, you know what I mean? I could go on and on. I'm not even a great person, but somehow who I am is just a million times better than all these other people. I'm the guy who sits there for 12 hours editing a montage for somebody who doesn't even want it, you know what I mean? Somebody who never would say thanks for it. Somebody who doesn't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Nobody else would do that. That's me. I'm that guy. There's other people on the planet who are great. I think there's other people who do better things than me and they do them for people. I'm not saying that. Just in my life and my experience from all the people I've run into, the hundreds I've known, they don't compare, you know? It's not even close. So I'm just wondering where these other me's are, you know? That's kind of the question I'm posing in this commentary. Where the fuck are you guys? Where are you at? I just made a smoothie for my aging parents. You're in bed doing nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing for anyone today either. Never have, never will. You just do things to look good for the family on the holiday once in a while. You're a douche, you know what I mean? Might as well be Derek from Step Brothers without the funny. Just like if Derek was not funny and he was a douche. He was the same douchey self, except he had no talent and he wasn't funny. Or just be a lame character, right? Well, that's my siblings. That's my ex-friends. That's my old girlfriends. They're all just that same personality devoid, fucking nitwit, selfish fuck. Act super fucking spunky and fun with their friends, though. Try super hard to be known and be known as their funny friend and shit. Like, they're so cringe, it's ridiculous. And that's what I say. That's why I say all that shit. Like, you might say some of the stuff I say is offensive. Well, I've been offended. I am offended. I'm gonna say exactly the type of energy they've shot at me. You know, I'm gonna shoot it right back at them. And I should say meaner things, but I don't, because I'm a nice guy. I should say meaner things, but I don't, because I'm on the internet. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's some of the bullshit I've been going through. I hope you guys haven't been going through that shit, but if you know, watch out for those warning signs. That shit will creep up on you real quick. The best of luck to you guys. I'm gonna game it up for the next few days and just chill and try to forget all these douchebags. I think it really boils down to people are afraid of life, so what they secretly try to do is they want somebody to murder them, you know? They want someone to save them from having to grow old and die. And it's like, I'm not trying to ruin my life because you're a weak little hearted piece of shit douche, you know what I mean? Quit trying so hard to fucking make me hate life, you know? Fucking weirdos. And then these people will, like, say this shit under the guise that they care about your health or something, you know what I mean? No, douche, if you really cared about your family's health, you'd be making sure that they had ample resources to upkeep that health. You wouldn't be judging them, you know what I mean? That's the last thing you would do to somebody with any type of problem. And that's what I'm realizing more and more and more is that hypocrisy is worth punching in the face, you know? So anytime, that's what I say, it's worth getting in trouble, like, just to send a message to how evil they are. Just let them know, like, you didn't want to kill them, but they made you want to kill them, and instead of killing them, you just made them hurt really bad, you know? That's my message. Do that, because they're trying to get you to kill them and kill yourself, because they're evil. And I would highly advise against that, but I wouldn't blame you either if you had to deal with some of these fucking types of people. Anyways, that's what I've been going through. It's really some weird bullshit, because besides that, my life's been absolutely some of the best it's been in my entire life. So I can't really say what sparked that out of those people. They must just really hate life that much, and yeah, instead of spreading good vibes, they just spread bad vibes all the time. And yeah, that's mostly what I've been going through. Not really sure what conclusion I'll ever have of any of this. There probably won't be one. Like, I don't think my family will ever quite be a good family again. And it's just sad because all those dreams we always talked about for so many years are definitely going to get crushed for sure. And it's just like, I'm not going to ruin the rest of my life over this shit. I got plenty of things I can fulfill myself, you know what I mean? Every day I wake up, people call me a professional player and they call me a cheater and they freak out and they get super mad at how good I am, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter to me. I know I'm at least worth something. Now, if only the people I always cared about thought the same, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna flip on some music and grab some water, and then I'll be back to play some games for a while. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, guys. Sorry for the sad commentary, but that's just how things go. I tell it like it is, and I share the honest truth. I'm not gonna be one of those people who sugarcoat bullshit life and try to sugarcoat myself on YouTube to look like a fake positive like these people. That's never gonna be my shtick. That means nothing to me. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now after venting that crap. Unfortunately, you know, they poo-pooed on me and got in the way of my good life, but I'll battle my way back yet again, and it's, you know, hardly gonna be another stepping stone for me. You know, keep safe out there. If you steal stuff from people, make sure you hide it really well. Like, they don't ever get that again. And make sure you spit in their drink because they're evil. And I'll catch you guys down the road. Much love.
battle! Lord Saga! 1, go! battle! Thomas! Thomas! Three, two, one, go! Start battle! Dark Samus! 3, 2, 1, go! Start battle. Greninja. Three, two, one, go! battle. Alto. 1, go! Alto wins! Stop battle! Fire! 3, 2, 1, go!
a chance to grow.
Start battle. Hero. 3, 2, 1, go! Wins! Start battle! Brawl! 3, 2, 1, go!
Training paid off.
Start battle! Lucina! Three, two, one, go! battle. Banjo and Kazooie. 3, 2, 1, go! battle. battle. Mario! 3, 2, 1, go! stop battle. Mario. Three, two, one, go! Game!